Hello everyone, Jose J. Garcia with Mobile Home University here. So let's talk about the stimulus checks. Income tax time, thousander time. Good stuff. All right. Yes, I'm driving. I'm trying to get to a destination. I actually have a Zoom call with a very successful individual. I think it's going to bring a lot of input to a lot of y'all, a lot of questions that y'all been asking legality wise. I'm going to be asking. The individual is a real estate investor, a mobile home park investor, and an attorney. So he's going to answer a lot of questions a lot of us have. But the reason for this video is goals. I talk about it a lot. I mention it constantly, having goals, visions. You need to have the drive, discipline, motivation, etc., etc. A few of you ask, what does your goals look like? How do you plan your goals? And I guess I should be listing some of that as well, not just so much suggesting it, but also telling you how I do it, how my coach mentors teach me to do mine, and how I would suggest you to do yours. Because it's easy to say, have a goal, have a vision. But a lot of people need a little more insight than that. And this is one reason why right away I'm going to tell you, you need a coach and you need a mentor, because only they can walk you through and get you there quicker. Think about it, for instance, a personal trainer. You can go to the gym and try to figure out how to use the machines. Maybe you're doing it right, maybe you're not. How many reps, how many sets, how many times a week, how many times a day? Should I do cardio? You see the questions lines up. And I use that example because I come from a background of fitness, nutrition. I still do current bodybuilding, so I'm still very much into it. I don't personal train anymore. But, it's always that if you just reach out to a personal trainer, they can carry you there faster. And that's with anything that you're getting into. Find somebody that's doing that of niche of what you're trying to get into. Reach out to them and have them guide you. They're going to get you there quicker. Without them, will you succeed? Yeah, I believe you can. Absolutely. If you push yourself to anything, you set your mind to anything you want, eventually you will succeed. But that's the thing is, do you have eventually to get it done? I don't have that time, and I see that time is the one thing that you can never get back, is the one thing that you cannot buy. So you should really think on that one and put your time to where it best benefits you. And in this case, to succeed, do it as quickly as you can, and you can only do that with a mentor or a coach. So so stop trying to go around that and maybe I get it, and start taking action correctly, accordingly. But my goals, okay, so I have everyday goals, I have weekly goals, I have monthly goals, and I have yearly goals. The most successful people in the world have 10-year plans, 10-year goals, visions, 15 years, 20 years, and a lot of them are up in age. And when you ask them, what's your goals like? You will usually hear them more times than not say not what's due tomorrow, what it's maybe the next week, but you hear them talk about, well, in the next few years, in the next 10 years, I would like to do this, so I've set my goals for this. And that's crazy to hear, because these people are very successful already. They've accomplished so much already, and they're still constantly going and going. And that's the beauty of it, is when you love what you do, you're going to continue to do it, so you might as well learn to love it. But to hear that, it's just awesome in every which way, because somebody who is not so successful, and I'm gonna plain out say it, somebody who is broke usually thinks about the next hour, the next day. That is as far as their mind goes, because they don't have any goals, they don't have any visions. The drive is most likely not there. Okay, so you have to start with those. You have to start small. You have to walk before you run. You have to crawl before you walk. So learn to take those steps, step by steps. Set goals that are realistic, but that take work to get done. Okay, I said this on a previous video. If you're setting goals that you can accomplish tomorrow, or they're easy to, that's not really a goal you should be setting, because you should already be doing that, or at least be getting started on it, whatever that may be. But set goals that scare you. How about that? Something that scares you. Can I really do it? Should I really do it? If you have doubts, get it on. Go do it, because that's what's going to grow you. And if you fail at it, whatever that may be, then what did you learn from it? See, you can't fail at a goal, because if you shoot for the stars and you come up short, you probably landed pretty well anyway. Okay. Daily goals. What do I have in my daily goals? Okay, it could be something as simple as drink more water today. How much water do you drink? Nobody cares about your health but you. Nobody's going to push you there but you. You have to take care of your health, first of all. And that could be a goal alone, is how much water I drink. Me personally, I drink 2 gallons a day. Again, I do bodybuilding, so it's natural for me to drink a lot of water. When I'm competing, when I'm in competition mode, before going on stage, that month prior to month and a half, I'm well into 3 gallons a day. I'll let you do the math on that, but that's a lot of water. Yes, a lot of you are thinking, no way. Yes way, every day. And it's a life choice for me now. It's not just when it's a show, when it's a competition. I live healthy anyway. I eat every day healthy. I try to eat, not to say I don't branch off and let me have a burger and some fries. We all need some of that. But that's a goal in itself, is maybe eat a little cleaner. Maybe start by eating more smaller meals. How about healthier nutrition? Let me start by educating myself. How about let me start reading 1 book a month? That's huge. Did you know that 95% of Americans do not read a book after they graduate or leave school? That's sad, very sad. And I'm not going to go against the disliking reading, because when I was in school, formal education, I hated reading. You could not pay me to read. It was awful. But now I read every day. Every day, every evening I read, and typically it's 2 books that I read, 20 minutes each. Not the most time that I could or I should, but that's 40 minutes every evening. Now that does not include another 20 minutes that I read Forbes, Fortune, magazines that actually grow you. Read about successful people. You surround yourself around successful people, you can't help but to succeed sooner or later. If you walk into a room that accounts for 10 millionaires, you will become the next millionaire. Okay? Brings the best out of you. Same as a track field. I heard this example before. If you run on a track against 5 people that are slower than you, you're going to win every time. But it's not really going to grow you. Now, if you get on the same track with 5 people that are a lot faster than you, you can't win, and you lose every time. But how much better will your time look each and every time? Better. Why? Because they bring the best out of you. It's gonna make you push that much more. That motivation, drive, I got to do kind of thing. So that's kind of how I would set my goals in that. Weekly, it's a little more, of course, finances takes a big role on that. I coach and mentor a lot of students. So, a goal of mine for a week would be coach 2 extra students. But again, make it about education. Make it about something that you should be doing anyway. Start with those goals. What about taking a trip somewhere and helping others? There's another thing that you can do, because then you should have one goal a month, 1 goal a year or more. So it's all about planning it, though, that you have to plan them. You cannot just talk about it and I'm gonna get to it. If you have a great idea or an idea period, and you're sitting there thinking, okay, I'm gonna get this idea done, if you don't write it down, you're not gonna remember it. I don't care how smart you may think you are, or how well you remember. Maybe you do, I don't know. But if you don't write it down, you're not gonna take action. So write things down, goals every day, and hold yourself accountable. If you don't accomplish that goal, why? What happened? What did I do wrong? What did I not do? Okay? Because odds are, if you don't accomplish a goal, it's not so many times what you did wrong, but so much what you did not do. Okay? Lack of. So somewhere in there, you lost steam to it. So hold yourself accountable, regroup yourself, focus, and do it again and again. And guess what happens when you do something over and over? You get better at it, even in goals, visions. That's right. Everything in life can be accomplished as long as you set your mind to it. So it's not easy. So many people want overnight success. It doesn't work that way. No true story of overnight success was an actual overnight success. All of that took years of months and planning, and before it actually came to pass. People just hear about overnight success because that's when it happened. Oh, suddenly at one point they were successful. So, all right, I think that does it for this video. Broke down to, and I'm not going to give you, step by step on my goals as to what I do there, because there's many ways to take. There's really no blueprint to a lot of things in life. A lot of times, right and wrong doesn't really exist. It's just taking action. Do it. Stop worrying so much about what he, she, they, or whoever may think about. Okay? Usually the naysayers and the haters, they hate on people who are more successful because they know that they can't acquire what you may be doing. And always remember, there's somebody out there less qualified, has less brains than you, less resources, less networking, less of everything, but yes, somehow they're doing it. And you know why? Because they took action. So you don't have to be a genius to start something or succeed at anything. You just have to get started. Get started today. It is 12/30/31/2020. It is the last day of December. It's the last year of 2020. Don't start tomorrow, 01/01/21, with the same mentality that you left 2020 with, or you will find yourself in the same place that you are now. If you want to get into mobile home investing coaching, I'd love to coach you, walk you through steps A through Z, walk you through your first, second, or third deal, or any way I can help you. Email me, j@garciamhu.com. Till next time, thank you for watching.